Hello people, the Foreign Dutchman here and welcome to a new video. And today it's a very special day because today is the day of Eid, the day of the big Eid or the Eid of Sacrifice. And I really never did make a video about Eid or where it stands for or what Muslims do on this day. So I thought, you know what, this day on Eid, let me make a small video about what Muslims do, the practices we do, where the Eid is all about. To start off, the Eid is a line of the Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, when he got the vision that he was asked to sacrifice his son Ismail, and he went out to sacrifice his son, and just before he did the action, God intervened, and told him it wasn't necessary for him to sacrifice his son, that it was just a test, and God sent a lamb in place for Ibrahim to sacrifice. And from this tradition and this origin, the Muslim Eid sacrifice also comes from. And what's really important and really funny to see that the day before the two Eids, Muslims always fast, because with the Eid of Ramadan, the small Eid is just the end of Ramadan, so that's the month in which the Muslims fast. And with Eid, the big Eid, the day that precedes the big Eid is the day of Arafah. And the day of Arafah is also highly recommended to fast for those who are not performing the Hajj. The big Eid also marks the main focal point of the Hajj season, because in this month, the Islamic month, the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah that I already made a small video about, the Hajj season starts. And the Hajj season is also, the highlight of the Hajj season is also the day of Eid. So the programs will also sacrifice and celebrate this day in Mecca. And this day is supposed to be a day of joy, a day of worship, and a day to be thankful. To summarize, the day starts off by praying the normal Fajr prayer, the normal morning prayer. Then after that, mostly around, to take a broad between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., we perform the special Eid prayer. This is a special prayer that is also customized. And it's highly recommended for everybody, also if you're not able to pray, to come to the mosque and to enjoy the celebrations of Eid and to meet each other. I won't go into the specific details of the prayer, but it's a special customized prayer. And then after that, mostly people will go to the families, or the family will go to them. Traditionally speaking, after the prayer, people will go out and sacrifice the sheep. But of course, here in the West, it is regulated. So mostly the sheep will get slaughtered in the slaughterhouses by professionals who are licensed to do so. And then afterwards you can go there and pick up your sheep. And then mostly the people will bring it home, let the sheep dry, and then distribute the meat. So one piece you keep for yourself, another piece you will give to charity for those in need. That even the people who are poor and don't have enough money to follow the footsteps of our prophet, of the Prophet Abraham, that they still can get some meat to enjoy the Eid. And then after the day of Eid, you have three other special days. In Arabic, they are called Ayyam al-Tashriq. To be very honest, I don't know the exact translation, but these are also, sometimes people will say the big Eid is 4 days, and that's why we call it the big Eid, because the Eid after Ramadan is only 1 day, and this Eid is 1 day of actually Eid, and then the 3 other days after it. And in these days also are in the sign of, to celebrate, to be thankful to Allah, to praise Allah for everything we have and everything He has done for us. And then after that, the Eid is almost, is actually finished. And mostly what you will see that on the first day of Eid, people will go to the families, and then the second day they will go to the in-laws, and vice versa. So mostly you would see that Muslims are celebrating for these 4 days. There was a short summary of what do we do in the Eid. For me personally, on the end of the day before Eid, on the day of Arafah, we always come together as a family to break fast together. Then we would break fast and maybe discuss the planning for the next day, for which mosque we're going to pray, how late we're going to go, who's going with who, and where we're going to meet up. And then afterwards, the whole family stays together. We celebrate with the children. We also bought a bouncing castle, I think 2 years ago. So every year with Eid, we take out the bouncing castle so the children can play, buy gifts. Then all the children will sit in a circle, unpack the gifts, and you could see the joy and happiness radiating for their faces. And also sometimes some friends from the family, some Muslim, some non-Muslim, will always also come and enjoy the food, enjoy the bouncing castle, enjoy the festivities. So that's for me personally how my Eid is looking most of the time. I hope you learned something and hope that you enjoy. If you really did, like and subscribe, and also click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload next. And I'll see you in the next one. Doeg doeg!